Welcome to the Queen of Random podcast with your host Shavonda, and I hope y'all are doing well. And so I really am so happy that I have some guests today. And so, you know what, I really feel like it would be best, only because, I don't know, I guess I feel a little nervous a little bit, but we're going to get through it. I promise you we're going to get through it. But you know what, y'all introduce yourselves.
I'm Dewayne Webb, CEO of All About Fitness, and I am fairly new to Columbus, Georgia. I've only been here 2 years, and I was adding up today 2 years and 7 months. So Columbus is my new home. Columbus is where I teach.
Yes, I'm Ernest Johnson. I'm also CEO of Vantage Inspection Services, a home inspection service, and I'm also new to Columbus. And I have joined All About Fitness in Columbus, and getting on the track, I want my fitness game, and not just physical, but other aspects of life, getting in shape. And so,
okay, Mr. CEO's over here. Okay, new to Columbus. So, what is actually some of the ventures that you kind of have coming up with you being in the area?
So 9 times a week, starting tomorrow evening, I teach a free 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 community boot camp. Don't let the word boot camp scare you. We have a blast. It's a big family event, and we're in the park, Lake Bottom Park, right across from Columbus High School. If you know where the stairs are, every person that works out or thinks they work out knows where the stairs on Columbus High School campus are. And right across from those stairs, if you cross the street, go down another set of stairs, cross over the little brown bridge, there is a baseball field or a softball field or a kickball field. I don't know which one it is, but right there next to the kickball field is a track. And on that track, you'll see a lot of things going on. You'll see AAU track teams. You will see people out there on their own practicing. You'll see Columbus High School girls and boys track team. But in the midst of all of that, All About Fitness family works out there, and it's free, and it's kid friendly, and it caters to every fitness level. So Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, starting tomorrow. Mondays, Tuesday, and Thursday evenings, 5:30 p.m. and 6:15 p.m. 2 separate classes, 2 opportunities. And Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday morning, 6:30 a.m. early bird class. Once May 1st hit, we went from 9:15 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. because of the weather change and because of the time change. But nonetheless, 9 opportunities to work out free, to bring your kids and work out free, to bring your kids and get fit free, to bring your kids and meet other people in the community. Whatever your ailment is, we specialize in catering the exercises to that. We got people out there with double knee replacements, double hip replacements, people out there with every type of ailment. So no matter what you have, whether you suffer from couch potato-ness, that's an ailment, I just made it up, but some people are attached to their couch and that's their ailment. But let me put it over to AJ, and AJ just started coming out there because he just moved here and he found out about us. So he'll tell you exactly what his experience is about the workouts, because if he can come out and do it being new in town, you shouldn't be shy about coming out.
yeah. So let's talk about All About Fitness. For me, how I got started. Well, for me, working out, a lot of times when people go to the gym, when you go by yourself, I'm new to town, new to Columbus, and I just didn't work out by myself. And I really like being outside. It's visually stimulating, and wanted to be around, like-minded people who enjoy it, and not only having fun, but really, working on the fitness. So I looked on the web, found All About Fitness, and said, let me give them a shot. They at the park. It's free. F-R-E. Okay, it's free. So it can't hurt, you know what I'm saying? It don't cost nothing but my time. So really check it out. So I went out and checked it out, and from the first, from the beginning, I really had a great time. The music selection was great. The exercises were really on point, and I just really dived in, and then what I found out as I began to work out All About Fitness is I actually gained, I gained a tribe, I gained a community, and I think that's what changed. That's what's different from, a lot of gyms that you go to by yourself. You're going in there and you're trying to figure it out, but when you're figuring it out with a company of people who some have testimonies, some have ailments, some give you alternates to do, it just changes the dynamic of working out. All right.
First and foremost, Dwayne, you spit out your whole repertoire in the way how I would spit it on a call, man. Just almost one sentence. What a breath. I like that. You got everything together. Okay. Well, see, that already sounds like that's okay. No excuse. It sounds like it's hint. 6 o'clock. You can get off at 5:30. You can go over there, Shavonda. Even with these knees clicking and clacking and stuff like that. But I don't try to make that to be an excuse. And clearly, 135 pounds lost later. Apparently, it ain't so. So when it comes to like people trying to make excuses about, oh, there's nothing out there, oh, I can't do this, oh, I can't do that, but there's literally things out here just like about fitness that is promoting it, and it's FREE free. Like I don't know how many times they gotta say it. I don't know how many times I can say it. It sounds like it would be good for anybody. So don't make that excuse. And even if you're not necessarily from here, I'm pretty sure that they have ways to be able to. I mean, do you ever do any like virtual workouts?
So currently we don't do virtual workouts, but we do virtual motivation 24/7, because you can look on any of our social media pages and see people that are maybe your body type, see people that look like you, see people that may look out of shape, see people that look like you looking. So no matter what that is, some people look at a fitness facility or a fitness program that they see online or see a poster for, and it's always that most in shape person that they put on the poster or they put on the TV screen. It's not necessarily real world. Everybody has different body shapes, everybody has different body sizes. So when you are looking for something and looking for motivation virtually, bypass those sites that have the perfect looking body, because that messes people up. The perfect body is not something that everybody has. The perfect body is not something that you should obtain. You should try to obtain. You should try to obtain fitness. You should try to obtain total fitness. And the mission of All About Fitness is to inspire our communities to total fitness. I like to say we are more than physical fitness. So if you're hesitant about coming out, if you're hesitant about seeking motivation from a fitness group, if you're hesitant about jumping on our YouTube and looking at workouts that we previously posted and doing those workouts at your house because you assume that they're going to be too hard, I ask you to kindly consider swallowing your excuse and trying again. Go look at our All About Fitness Family YouTube page. Go look at our All About Fitness Family Instagram page. And pretty soon go look at our All About Fitness Family TikTok. And you will see workouts that you can go hit play, hit pause, and replicate at your house that are easy to understand, easy to do, and can be scaled to your fitness level. We have people in All About Fitness that are anywhere between couch potato. I haven't never worked out in my life, never been in the band, never been in JRTC, never walked from the back of the parking lot to the front because they always drove. You ever met somebody that just drive around the parking lot at Walmart looking for a close parking spot? You ever met somebody that stand in line at the elevator to go to the second floor? Some people might have hidden injuries, bad knee, bad back, and it just hide it well. But most people are lazy when it comes to physical fitness, when it comes to going up a set of stairs, when it comes to walking past 5 parking spots to get in Walmart. I can go in Walmart and do every shop for everything I want and come outside and people are still circling, waiting on a parking spot in the front. Instead of parking in the back, getting your extra steps in and getting to the store. I can understand if you have kids in tow. I can understand if you're getting a bunch of heavy items out of Walmart or wherever you are. I can understand if you have knee problems, back problems. But I can't understand if you just have a problem called lazy. So to answer your question in the long way that I just did, not yet. Virtual, not yet. Because we did that during COVID. I want to encourage people to come out. For the people that are not here, how do I come out, coach, and I'm not there? Go look at our YouTube, go look at our Instagram, and play back some of those workouts. We're starting to upload more and more complete workouts where you can go back and replay. So not live virtual, but we have playback options available.
Okay, and you know what? You had brought up something because I feel like as somebody who was at one, on the heavier side, I would see workouts like kind of what you would do a little intimidating because it's like, ooh, man, you try to get on, you trying to take me out. You trying to take me out? And I really feel like a lot of people got to understand that there are people from all kind of walks of life, just going through there. And it's like, I don't think anybody's there trying to impress anybody. And I think that right there is the real thing that, just kind of need to let people know. Like, if they go there, just because you can't do a burpee doesn't mean that you can't do a little modified, little something, or just walk in place, Every little bit counts. I tell that to anybody, especially like my mom. She actually had a whole total knee replacement on her, right knee and stuff like that. And I tell all the time, just walk in a few minutes, just get some movement going, because you don't want to let that inflammation build up around, those joints and everything. So if nothing else, if you can't do heavy movements, just move, because ain't nothing gonna be moving. I mean, you can't expect to lose nothing if you don't move nothing. But you know what? You brought up something that was interesting. You said that you're in a industry. Well, what is that industry?
I'm in aviation, although I have a business in home inspection. My profession, one of my professions, or a 9 to 5, is I'm actual aviation instructor as far as mechanics though, not for pilots. And so one of the reasons, tying it back into fitness, I feel that it's important to be in shape, not just, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, even legally. We did a class recently, getting things expunged off your record, and I think that was a great class. But because working on my field, in order to, I believe, to fulfill what your calling and purpose, you got to be here on the earth. One of the things, you got to be here on the earth. If we look at it from an aspect of health is the new wealth, we're now in our community starting to talk about health from an aspect of what is it to be rich, or what is it to have money, but then your health is bad, or what is it holistically to be rich, your health is good, but then your relationships are terrible. And so we're thinking we're in our community, we're attaching money with wealth, but then all these other areas are deficient. That means we're a person with money but deficient in relationship, or a person in money and deficient in our physical. So all about fitness really, for me, as I began to come in, what we had to do, and he'll talk more about it, we had to do our goals. And the goals were, in our legal goals. What were our financial goals? What were our relationship goals? And that's just not talking about being booed up as well. Oftentimes we forget the relationship with siblings and parents, that we need to go back and actually either get right, or the aspect of, paying respects to, and asking for forgiveness and being forgiven. There's another aspect of it. And so if those emotional things are not there, and being I can really talk about, and we definitely go into maybe another time, of being brokenhearted or walking in depression, and how that will affect you financially, and that will affect you physically, and it can affect every aspect. And I think now that we are talking and all about fitness, we talk about it all, but in our community, all about fitness, but in our community, and we're just not talking about mental health. And we're seeing what's going on in the world. It's becoming more prevalent that these emotions, we got to start talking about our emotions, and we got to start either getting them in check or having them checked.
Hold on, emotions. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think I would have lost a lick of weight if I did not get my emotions in check. Because I felt like, even, like I've mentioned it before in regards to like the previous relationship, it was something about that, because I promise you, I tried everything over the years. I did a whole 15-mile bike run, like at 320, like, no, 320 pounds.
Oh, 300 pounds.
Yeah, 320 on a bike. And even when I did the training, I was too heavy to do it on the bike, so I would walk and all that. I actually completed it and all that. You would have thought I lost like maybe 40 pounds, but couldn't keep it off, because I don't know, it was a lot of emotional distress that I let influence, basically, I guess, over how my weight was, because I couldn't get rid of it. It really was not until like I really assessed like what really went on, and just be like, you know what, the whole time I was in my own way, like apologize to myself, like really, I didn't mean to do you like that. Like I really forced myself into situations that I probably shouldn't have been in, and then as a result, now I'm keeping the weight on. So it's like, okay, now stop blaming you. That was so hard. I promise you, man. that was so hard. And it was like, don't beat yourself up. And even then, like, your whole thing is you're not trying to lose the weight to look good. I'm not trying to lose it. My knees were hurt, okay? Back were hurt, okay? I'm telling you right now. And it's like, you talk about the couch potato. I think at one point, if I wasn't working 2 jobs, you would think I'm not. If I would work, if I'm not working, I'm done. Like, I would just be chilling, you know, like even now, changing all of that, like taking that time, like even when I first was losing the weight, I did a detox. I did a water fast, 7-day water fast. And really it was to not necessarily in regards to the weight loss, was to get my mind right, because I knew that fasting was a great benefit that would let you just, at least at that point, food was not on my mind. I needed to be able to focus on what I needed to be doing going forward. And I really used that intentionally, Ernie, so that I'm not looking at this to not necessarily look good for a little bit. I want this to change like my whole mindset for the long term. Because I don't want to be 65 and I'm really hoping to retire before then. And really, when I want to retire, I want to have both my knees, joints, all that, okay? I do not want to be incapacitated. I want to be able to live the rest of my life free and just feeling good. God rest her soul. My grandmother, she never made it to 60. She was 59. Like, you know, when you hear your grandmother say, I am an elephant in my own body, I wanted to die. To hear those words, like, that used to cut, like, even when, because it was like one of the last things that she said really before it kind of got worse. I think one of the last things, even before that, we went in the room, and I think my mom, no, it was my aunt, she said something, she said, you know my name, mama? And she didn't know her name, and she just bust out crying, and I just couldn't help but think, I'm witnessing, this is what my family history entails. And even then, like, I had a whole health scare in 2018, actually. I had just got a job, and we were in training, and the training was like 6 weeks long. And so, you know, if you stay in there long enough, you know, keep your stuff up, you could be able to get a good schedule. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm gonna stay in there, but then I was feeling some weird things, dry mouth. Okay, and then it was some other symptoms, and then it was like, okay, it's starting to get bad, so let me wait until I get off from work and go see what's going on. I go to the emergency room, yeah, your sugar's like 720. They were like, I don't even know how in the world you still, like, if you would have waited like one more day, you probably could have been diabetic. Then they immediately, you know, had me admitted. I had never been admitted in the emergency room, you know, in the hospital like that. That was scary. And then it was like, I was in there basically the whole time, and I was like the whole weekend. So it's like Monday morning, I'm ready to go. Are we good to go? Are we good to go? Oh no, it's still 4 something. Yeah, you're gonna have to stay. Are you serious? Like, I was diabetes. I'm like, what do you mean, man? How? But then I know why. I know exactly why. Because I stayed by them doggone Dr. Peppers, man. Oh, jeez. It's the devil, tell you right now. But it was like, it really, you would have thought that time they really would have, like, kick-started. Now, don't get me wrong, I did change a lot of things. Like, even now, I don't really drink a lot of sugar. You know what I mean? For the most part, it is pretty much managed where I do take metformin. You know what I mean? In regards to regulation, which I'm grateful for. But at first, they were like, yeah, you're going to have to be on insulin. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, no, oh my God. But I followed everything that they said. And mind you, it was before they even kicked in my insurance. Man, this lady, she said, I killed you. God, if I need to. She was a specialist, I guess the only one. And she was like, yeah, I'll give you whatever you need. Like, if you need insulin, look, I got plenty of samples. Like, she helped me out like that. Like, she, you know, even when it came to, she would just be like, okay, just come in here around this time for the appointments. Like, she really looked out for me, man. And it was like, I mean, at that point, I think at the highest when they put me in 362, really, I did, you know, go through that. I would maybe about a solid 3 months. I think I had got down to like 320, but then I ended up shooting it right back up to 353. Yeah, and I was literally that weight all the way up until like the beginning of 2021, and I've literally been on this journey since maybe March of 2021, man. But it's not easy. And even when I think about people, like, people be like, you know what, I want to work out with you, and I'm like, man, I got the whole little Planet Fitness Black card. Come on in. I always try to encourage people to do that. Look, I go for the massages, okay? I like to go there so because I work out, and then I also utilize it for like my rest days and stuff like that. So yeah, so I like to maximize it. Absolutely. Do it 2-3 times, baby. Unlimited massage chair.
Massage chair and a hydro massage.
And if they would have had the beauty enhancer down here, oh my God, that's another machine.
Shavonda, really, really interesting that we're talking about the different aspects of fitness. AJ talked about the aspect of relationship fitness. It's interesting that you brought that up. You talked about the aspect of physical fitness, the aspect of mental fitness, and you used your own story as an example. Talking about the different aspects of fitness, work on when we talk about total fitness and all about fitness. So we're more than just physical fitness. We're more than just you coming down to the park and sweating. We're more than just you coming down to the park and you may or may not be intimidated by the fact that it's a boot camp, the fact that it's other people out there, the fact that somebody's going to be watching you work out, somebody's going to see that you may not be as fast as the next person. But I say this to encourage you all. A short workout, doing what you can do is better than sitting on the couch and not working out at all. It's better than sitting in your chair all day and not working out at all. The leading cause of deaths in the United States right now is death caused by a heart-related ailment. It's the leading cause. More men die from heart disease than women. The leading cause of death in the United States is not car crashes. It's not cancer. It's heart disease. You can directly control heart disease. You can directly control cholesterol. You can directly control whether or not diabetes ends your life by your lifestyle. Yes, there's such thing as hereditary. Yes, there's such thing as I'm high risk because I'm African American, or I'm high risk because I'm African American female, or I'm high risk because I'm Hispanic. But there is something, what you do in your lifestyle affects the likelihood, the percentage of those diseases taking you out. All About Fitness is about physical fitness. All About Fitness is about mental fitness. All About Fitness is about relationship fitness. All About Fitness is about financial fitness. All About Fitness is about spiritual fitness. When you come work out with us 9 times a week, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday nights, 5:30 p.m. Eastern and 6:15 p.m. Eastern. And Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday mornings, 6:30 a.m. Eastern. You get more than just physical fitness. You get trainers, volunteer trainers that are here to help you. You get nutritionists, certified trainers that are there to help you. You get people that are there to be your accountability partner. You get people that are there to pray with you. You get people that are there to motivate you. You get people that are there to not judge you. You get a safe environment. No matter how slow you are, or if you're the last person, you're faster than somebody sitting on the couch.
There it go. Just because you got a predisposition to illnesses, it does not mean that you have to continue on that path. You have a choice. You truly do have a choice. And y'all, I am so glad that y'all, came out and to become a part of the show. And you know what? I really hope, as much as you're saying that it really comes into consistency, and hopefully the next time we can get into getting into consistency with working out, even in the summer. So we're definitely looking forward to get that, and I really